John McGann is an English actor. He came to prominence for portraying Percy Toplis in the 1986 television serial The Monocled Mutineer. He later starred in the 1987 dark comedy With Nail and I, and as the eighth incarnation of the Doctor in the 1996 Doctor Who television film, a role he reprised in more than 70 audio dramas and the 2013 mini-episode The Night of the Doctor. Early life. McGann was born in 1959 in Liverpool, Merseyside, into a Roman Catholic family. His mother, Claire, was a teacher, and his father was a metallurgist. His parents encouraged him and his siblings to develop their talents from an early age. McGann's talents were further developed when he attended Cardinal Allen Grammar School in West Derby, Liverpool. Acting on the advice of one of his teachers, McGann successfully auditioned for a place on the acting course at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. McGann's brother Joseph was born in 1958 and he has three younger siblings, Mark, Stephen and Claire McGann. All three of his brothers are also actors and the four of them starred together in the 1995 TV serial The Hanging Gale about the Irish famine. The same year he played the role as Grigory Potemkin in TV film Catherine the Great, with Mark and Stephen too. Career. Early appearances. Give Us a Break. McGann's breakthrough role was Give Us a Break, devised by Jeff McQueen, who also created the long-running ITV series, The Bill. McGann played a good snooker player who got into scrapes with Robert Lindsay, who played his wide boy manager. The series was a comedy drama in the vein of the popular ITV series of the time, Minder. The series only lasted for one season and it was concluded by a one-off special. The Monocled Mutineer. McGann's first major dramatic role was the infamous British deserter and criminal Percy Toplis in the 1986 BBC serial The Monocled Mutineer. The film was based on the 1978 book of the same name, written by William Allison and John Fairley. Although McGann received praise for his dramatic performance, the drama was never rebroadcast on the BBC. This is because the BBC came under fire from the Conservative government due to the sensitivity of the subject matter of the Toplis mutiny in 1917. At the Bull Ring, a harsh British Army training ground in Toplis, France. The events that occurred at the Bull Ring remain the subject of debate. The relevant documents will remain sealed until 2017. The critics claimed that the film was inaccurate and displayed a left-wing bias. Toplis was a mysterious figure and the film, like the source book, depicted him as an active participant in the Toplis mutiny, before he was tracked down and killed some years after the end of World War I after he went on a violent criminal rampage. As a result, a minor political crisis in Britain was launched which prompted the BBC to remove all planned repeat screenings of the film. Despite the banning controversy, The Monocled Mutineer was released by the BBC on video in the early 1990s, and on DVD in 2007. Film career. Following on from that part of Percy Toplis, McGann sought a less controversial and more comedic role for his next project. In 1986, he was cast as the anonymous main character in Bruce Robinson's cult film comedy, With Nail and I. He also starred as Anton Skrebinski in Ken Russell's 1989 adaptation of D.H. Lawrence's The Rainbow. McGann's other early film appearances include The Monk, Dealers, Tree of Hands and the epic war film Empire of the Sun. McGann and other young British actors who were becoming established film actors such as Tim Roth, Gary Oldman, Colin Firth and Bruce Payne were dubbed the Brit Pack. Since 1989, McGann has concentrated primarily on television work, including Nicetown and Nature Boy for the BBC, and The One That Got Away and the second series of Hornblower for ITV. However, he has had small roles in a number of high-profile American films like The Three Musketeers and Alien 3. His role in Alien 3 was originally larger, but much of it was edited out of the final print. The cut footage can be seen in the extended version of the film. In 1993, he was cast as Richard Sharp, the lead character in the Sharp series of made-for-TV films based on Bernard Cornwell's novels. However, he injured his knee while playing football just days into filming Sharp's Rifles in the Ukraine. He was replaced by Sean Bean, and the role effectively kick-started Bean's career and is the one that he is most closely identified with. Doctor Who. Paul McGann played the eighth incarnation of the Doctor in the Doctor Who 1996 television film. The television film also starred Eric Roberts, Daphne Ashbrook, and featured the outgoing Seventh Doctor, Sylvester McCoy. McGann's brother, Mark McGann, also auditioned for the title role. The Doctor Who television film was a joint venture between the BBC, Universal Studios and the Fox Broadcasting Network. McGann had signed a contract to appear as the Eighth Doctor in a new Doctor Who series, if Fox or Universal exercised their option. Thus, the television film was supposed to be a backdoor pilot, in that, if it obtained respectable ratings, the new series would continue to be produced. The film was shown on the 14th of May 1996 in the US and on the 27th of May 1996 in the UK. Although it turned 9.08 million viewers and was very successful in the UK, ratings were very low in the United States. As a consequence, Fox did not exercise its option to pick up the series, and Universal could not find another network interested in airing a new Doctor Who series. Thus no new series was produced until 2005, after all the contractual rights had returned to the BBC. McGann gave permission for his likeness to be used on the covers of the BBC's Eighth Doctor novels, and he has reprised the role of the Eighth Doctor in an extensive series of audio plays by Big Finish Productions. A number of these plays have also been broadcast on BBC Radio 7. Rumours abounded that Paul McGann would reprise the role of the Eighth Doctor in a new series of television films, alongside the current television series. McGann has denied these rumours on the grounds of not having been asked back to play the part, but if he were to be asked, would be interested as long as he didn't have to wear a wig. After months of speculation, on the 14th of November 2013, as part of the show's 50th anniversary celebrations, Paul McGann finally reprised his role as the Eighth Doctor, in the mini-episode The Night of the Doctor. In this appearance, his incarnation of the Doctor finally regenerates, 17 years after his first television appearance, into a previously unknown Doctor played by John Hurt. In November 2013, McGann briefly appeared in the 50th anniversary comedy homage The Five Doctors reboot. After Doctor Who, in the years following his appearance as the Doctor, Paul McGann continued to diversify his acting portfolio with the television and film roles he accepted. In 1997, he appeared as a concerned father in the film Fairy Tale, A True Story, and later that same year as Robin Downtime. Then in 1998, he appeared as Captain Greville in The Dance of Shiva. In the 2000s, McGann's film appearances began to increase with films like My Kingdom, Listening and Jippo. Perhaps his most iconic role since Doctor Who came in 2002, when McGann appeared in the film adaptation of the third story from Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles, Queen of the Damned. McGann played the part of David Talbot, a member of the secret organization the Talamasca, which researches and investigates the supernatural. Talbot has appeared in many of Rice's novels and has become a central character over the years. The film also starred Stuart Townsend, Marguerite Moreau and R&B singer Alia. McGann has also been in demand for voiceover work in Britain in recent years, particularly on television documentaries and commercials. In 2006, he appeared in the television drama Tripping Over. In 2007, McGann starred alongside Dervla Kirwan, Lorraine Ashbourne and David Bradley in BBC One drama True Dare Kiss, written by Debbie Horsfield. In 2010, McGann played a major role in a feature-length episode of long-running BBC mystery series Jonathan Creek, as well as appearing as a regular in the crime drama Luther. In 2011, McGann played a major role as an assistant commissioner with something to hide in the final episode of Waking the Dead. It was also announced that he will be featured in Simon Gray's Butley alongside Dominic West at the Duchess Theatre. Audiobooks and voice work. McGann is also known for audiobook narration, having read several Pat Barker and Bernard Cornwell novels. He narrated the abridged audiobook of Jeff Noon's 1993 cyberpunk classic What? McGann continues to play the Eighth Doctor on audio. McGann's first Big Finish audio play appearance was in 2001 in the story Storm Warning. It was through the Big Finish audio plays that McGann's Doctor faced many classic Doctor Who villains like the Daleks and the Cybermen. 5 Eighth Doctor dramas were broadcast in BBC 7's The Seventh Dimension slot between August 2005 and January 2006. They were in release order, starting with Storm Warning, although Minuet in Hell was judged unsuitable for the time slot, and skipped. 2 more Eighth Doctor audios, Shada and the Chimes of Midnight, were broadcast in December 2005 and January 2006. All 6 of these stories were rebroadcast on BBC 7 beginning in July 2006. In 2007 and 2008, a series of audio plays starring McGann as the Eighth Doctor and Sheridan Smith as companion Lucy Miller was broadcast on BBC 7. His voice also featured in the 1997 video game Ceremony of Innocence together with those of Isabella Rossellini and Ben Kingsley. After hearing him sing in The Monocled Mutineer, composer Bernard J. Taylor invited McGann to create the role of Benedict in a concept studio recording of The Much Ado, a musical based on of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. McGann portrayed Ambassador Jurian in The Minister of Chance, a fantasy audio drama released in 6 parts from 2011 to 2013. The series is a spin-off of the Doctor Who audio drama Death Comes to Time, but has no official connection to the franchise. In February 2014, a crowd-funded short film based on the first installment of The Minister of Chance was released to those who had helped fund it. Personal life. In 1991, McGann married Anne-Marie Milner, with whom he has 2 sons, Joe McGann and Jake McGann. He had a relationship with the actress Susanna Harker from 2006 until 2008. Filmography.